It is cold outside. But hi, I'm DJ Av, and if you like warm weather, smash that like button. Yeah, but more realistically, we're going to be talking about something cool, and that is modulator synths. And yes, I am a huge Ninja Turtle fan. But anyways, well, and I have reviewed this on this channel before, but I just didn't have the CPU power and lack knowledge and all kinds of other stuff. But more or less, I didn't have a powerful enough PC or laptop to run this, which we'll get into that into that. But this is Yuhi's Bazille, and I have a free version of this on my website, which is a full working version. It's just freeware, it's magware, because it comes from a magazine, which I got permission from them guys. And thank you, Yuhi, for not, destroying my dreams on that or anybody else's. But yeah, this is a modulator synth. This is very good, and I'm going to be talking more about it. And I just want to go through a couple of the patches and stuff like that, just to let you know the power of it. Let's see. And I'm just not good. This is stuff like this makes me feel bad. And that's my N, and I can't say his last name or whatever his name is. And if I was to actually go and look at all that stuff that they did to make that happen, as you can see, it comes from the old school kind of way of, this is like a digital version of controlling a modulator. Many of y'all have seen it. If you watch Ditmouse stream, which I highly recommend that y'all watch Ditmouse stream. I don't care if you are a hip hop head, he'll have your mind open to a lot of things musically and non-musically that could work in a rhythmic standpoint or a musical standpoint. I've been following that guy for a long time. But anyways, yeah, so it gives you all the things that you need as far as like ring modulation, phase modulation, phase modeling, FM, frequency modulation. Goodness gracious, I can't even think right now, but amplitude modulation. So that's like FM, AM, PD, phase distortion, all kinds of stuff, man. And it kind of just bundles it up into its own little magical wall here. And there's things that I can do just not as extravagant as me picking presets, but for the love of this channel and for how people like to view stuff, I'll do that. But this particular version is 1.1, and there's certain things that you can do in this one that you probably can't do in the ones in the past. Boom. So I just made this huge, so like how it was on my old computer, so you can actually see it. But unlike my old computer, you can still, I don't have to detach or anything like that, which is much needed for when somebody that has a 1080 setup or a 4K setup, which my laptop is 4K on deck all day. Awesome. But makes things very small. So you can adjust the scale of the actual VST in this particular version. But moving forward, this is just so you can get an idea of what is possible and phase modeling and modulation in general, modular synths. You know, like holy goodness, what in the world? All that for just a fifth? Wow. Could have been easier is why I did that. Didn't expect it to go that. Oh my gosh. That was actually good. That is very good. Let's go into patches. Let's see who actually did that one. Name is Bronto Scorpion. Wow. He spent his time on that. And then, of course, you know, when you're messing with UHE products, you can't expect nothing less than the best from their sound designers. As you can see, they pick A1 sound designers, and you know, and then you got the bosses of the boss in Howard Scar. And this is just the local, just the stuff that they picked out for you to get a taste of it. Ridiculous. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, Kevin Schroeder did work on this. I mean, you can't have a yin without a yang. And I've never ever seen them separated on projects. And boy, you know, but yeah, it could do a lot of stuff, man. I mean, if you really, there you go, Kevin Schroeder. That's just wobblers. That stuff. Like if I was to go into like tune loops or whatnot, but yeah, a lot of good stuff, and it comes with, I think, 1,000 presets or whatever, and then you get so much with this plugin, just, you know, off top, so you don't really have to worry about, I don't know if I can ever get into this, man, because, you know, I need the presets. Yeah, it has that. Boy, that was such a jerk move by me. But anyways, I'm gonna initialize. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. But I'm gonna initialize or whatnot, and we're gonna get into a few things here. So one of the things that amazed me was the amount of voices that you can pile on, and you know, this is like the test of the test of the test. So I'm gonna go ahead and just select multi-core, because I'm gonna go ahead and put these 8 cores to work, and we're gonna pile on some voices here. We're gonna have 8 stacks, this 8 stacks was impossible. That was impossible on my old unit. And you know, you can go a little further. You know, you can pan voice 1, 2, go a little further than that. And that is horrible. That doesn't sound pleasing. But you know, that's just showing you how strong my laptop is now. That wasn't even possible to do. So we're gonna go about 16 voices here, and we're gonna really challenge the CPU. Oh yeah. Oh boy, that is ridiculous. So I'm able to do a lot of stuff in here, and then you know, you have your basic all your stuff that you might want to use as far as distortion, delay, phasers, your spring reverb, to your map generators, and you know, just being able to draw. I will show you. You draw different like mapping generations of waveforms and stuff like that. And so it's a real deep plugin. I just wanted to actually show it and actually be able to do that without crashing my system. But you know, you could do, I mean, the fact that you could change different voices, have them different things. Let me stop because I'm gonna end up playing with it. But anyways, if you like this video, give it a like if you have any comments or whatnot, because I'm gonna be doing a lot of stuff about modulation. Yeah, and you know, please leave a comment in the comment section, and you know, check out my other playlists, and avoid the old video of Bazille by all costs. Yes, I'm DJ McCree, and hope y'all have a great day. I'm out of here. This button's about to be pressed.